here. Like, I can't believe we're gonna go hunt this. Alright, well, finally got to our camp. Got some tents set up here. Kind of had some interesting turn-in events, but that's okay. And so we're parked along the side of the road here, getting ready to call it a night here. Tomorrow we will figure out a game plan. Alright, first morning, waking up here. We haven't heard anything yet. A couple guys we ran into here and kind of have an idea what they're doing. And here's the crazy hunter here with his longbow. We'll see if he has any luck with that thing.
No arrows though.
No arrows. We've been hearing some crunches around camp here this morning, so I'm not sure. There might be some moving through here, but rumor has it they're pretty quiet, so we'll see what happens. Today's just going to be a scouting day, so just going to get some boots on the ground and see how it goes. Well, day one, we have a little hiccup in our plans. We got some sheep herders coming through here, and the sheep are very quickly moving in on our tents. And here's a very concerned James. Got their bells and everything. First experience, first day in the Colorado woods, and we got some sheep herding going on.
Dustin, I will give you $10.
No, it's not worth it.
I will give you $50.
Still not worth it.
I will give you $100 to run up and grab one of those sheep till it squeals.
Oh man, we gotta let them all graze the whole way through here.
Well, I don't see it better than that.
That's what I'm thinking.
The old
Maybe
protector.
I should and take down my tent. Let's just take our tents down so we can get out of here.
So they're guiding them and anything happens.
We're all going back the other way.
Most of those dogs keep going.
One dog, oh, they're running down this way on this side.
I'm not leaving them. I'm staying right here. Okay? If you pee on that, I swear.
Cock that leg.
He's gonna try and shove us through somehow.
Alright, putting up the tent again.
James is an idiot and said, let's tear our tents down.
Well, sheep is sequel.
They know where they're going.
Come back down to camp and we're loaded with sheep again. All the way down through, and hopefully they don't pasture them through here tonight. Might be an interesting sleep. Alright, so we are in our first full evening. We got drenched this morning. We had some hiccups. Got stuck in a bunch of sheep herders on the mountain. But ultimately, the sun came out this evening, and we're going to give it a shot. So we kind of split up basically off the field that we have our camp in. But there's a lot of elk sign in here, so we'll see how it goes. We got James. James is like right down from me on the bottom of this hill. And I set up a mid-September decoy on down from me, and I'm going to bugle, and hopefully they can come down around the edge of this field. Dustin is down by the truck a little bit where we saw a big bed. Rigged all up, and it was during the rainstorm, and it was still dry, so we just kicked it up. So hopefully get into something tonight. This is all new for me, so we'll see what happens. Best of luck, I guess. Well, morning of day 2, and we've got a lot of ice here. Definitely a chilly morning. We got Dustin here. Get ready for the day. So after some of the setbacks we've had the first couple days, we decided to put in some miles, cover some territory, and just see what sign we can find. Being that we're whitetail hunters and we have zero experience with hunting elk, regardless of how much we learn from magazines and articles, it's just not cutting it. So fortunately, we end up running into some folks along the trail that gave us tons of information in just a few minutes, and that's exactly what we needed for our hunt.
You used to be able to see a lot of mountains out there. You can't see them now. So they're getting big.
Well, everyone, we're having a lot of fun out here. End of day 2. What, storm number 3?
Another day in Colorado. I'm not joking when I say it was sunny just a few minutes ago.
Yet to see an elk, but we've seen some storms. With all hope depleting, we head off the mountain and hit the same meadow that we did the day before. This time there were no sign of any elk. So we all agree we need to make some drastic changes for the rest of the week. Alright, well, we got wet the last couple days. It's day 3 and woke up with some sunshine, so we want to dry our stuff off. So I walked up this morning, get to the top of here just to check stuff out, and found a campsite here. So Dustin and I were up here checking out the campfire, and all of a sudden we heard a chuckle down here of a bull really close. So we tried to make a move this morning, and what we're going to do is now this evening we're going to go in and see if we can't get him to come off and call him down from this field over here. Alright, so day 3, we're finally in the bull here, and we think we kind of know what he's doing. There's a ridge that goes up here, it's not real tall. We heard a bull this morning going up that way, we believe, but it also comes up steep here, and it drops down into a little hollow on this side. But the only problem is it's not too far down, and it's public ground or private ground. So we're hoping I'm actually in the corner of the field where it starts to duck down in towards private ground. I'm hoping he uses the edge of this same way he did this morning, bugling, and just hoping he passes through and we get a shot. My brother Dustin, he's down maybe 100 yards from me. He's got my decoy set up, and he's going to be doing most of the call, and I'm going to mew back with my call a little bit to him. But I really do think he's up here. It's very brushy. It's a really good looking terrain, and we saw some fresh tracks and some droppings over here that were probably this morning. So finally, I think we're starting to get into the game, and we're developing a game plan, so that's what it's all about. As it was getting darker, I could hear the cows working their way into the private ground, and that's when we knew we had to put some miles in and cover some ground, get into some new territory.
I've been on, but the promise of home keeps me moving along.
Alright, so it's the last day. Not a whole lot of time. Every day we've been moving in on them. But it's been difficult. We're 2-3 miles back in at least. And I don't know, we finally got into some really good sign. Right behind me, I found a bed. It's got rub right on the edge of it. It's been used a lot. Fresh droppings from probably yesterday, so we know they're coming up. Right now it's about 10 after 10. So we all split up. Dustin's over here, James is over here. And we're just going to wait it out to about 2 o'clock, see what happens. But I kind of think we might be seeing them here shortly. So if we can get a shot at a bull or a cow at this point, it doesn't matter. So. Alright, long story short, we're supposed to meet up at 2 o'clock. From about 11, quarter after 11 on, start hearing these weird noises, and turns out they're elk. I never heard an elk sound like that before, but I don't know a lot about elk yet. But anyway, so we were all supposed to meet at 2 o'clock, and never saw my brother, so we started worrying. And he eventually came over there and said that all these weird noises were elk coming up through, and we need to figure out something for this evening. So we all split up a different way, and I think there's a pretty good shot we might actually get one on the ground here tonight. So our very last evening, oh man, it's exciting. It's very intense, but they're working their way just above us here and going back on this bench. I don't know if they're gonna bed down for a little bit, but right now we're set up perfectly because the wind's blowing this way. So it's blowing this way, then the thermals are going up, so we don't have to worry much about the wind at the moment. But as soon as it usually starts calming down, maybe if it calms down, those thermals will drop anyway, and those elk will start coming down off the mountain. So good chance they'll be coming down through our spot, hopefully right where we're at. Let's get them. Well, the whistling stopped, and we anticipated those elk coming down, but however, they changed their direction and went up and fed up above instead. Dustin, in his case, he actually had a bull come out around him and start cutting up around. It was grunting, but he never did get a look at it at all. We made one last trek through the beautiful country and headed back to our camp to spend the night there and get up early and head back home. What an amazing experience for all three of us. This is something that we wanted to do since we were little kids, and we finally made this dream come true. Now that we've done this, it began as maybe a one-time thing, and now we're just dead set on getting back out there and chasing those elk again in Colorado. So hopefully soon we can get back, get some redemption. We've sure learned a lot of things since we did this trip, and learned a lot about the mistakes that we've made. And we're just excited to get back out and very thankful for the trip that we had.